Some people fade early, almost quietly, while others keep going, sharp, steady, fully alive, even in their 90s. Same number of years, completely different lives. So what really separates them? Is it written in their genes? Is it luck, just chance? Is it money, better care, better access? Or is it something far more uncomfortable, something small, repeated every day that most people ignore? Because I've watched it happen up close. I've seen 75-year-olds already slowing down, waiting for help, losing pieces of themselves one by one. And I've seen 90-year-olds walking into a store alone, remembering names, making decisions, still living life on their own terms. Same age, different ending. And the distance between those two lives, it's not as big as people think. What if it's not about doing something extraordinary? What if it's about a few quiet habits, so simple they look meaningless, but powerful enough to decide how your last decades feel? And what if you're either building that future right now, or slowly losing it without even noticing? I didn't always understand that. At 60, I thought I still had time. Time to fix things later. Time to slow down later. Time to take care of myself when life got quieter. Life doesn't get quieter. It just keeps moving, and your body keeps keeping score. By the time I reached my mid-60s, I started noticing things I couldn't ignore anymore. Nothing dramatic, nothing that sends you to a hospital, just small signals. Waking up tired, even after a full night in bed. Joints feeling stiff, like they belong to someone older. Mind a little slower, not as sharp the way it used to be. And the dangerous part is, you start calling it normal. Just getting older, you tell yourself. That sentence is where most people give up without realizing it. Because once you accept decline as normal, you stop questioning what's causing it. I almost did the same. Almost. Because I started looking around. Men I grew up with, some already gone, some still here but not really living. Same age as me, but something about them felt different. They moved slower. They depended more. They had that look like their world had gotten smaller. And then there were a few, very few, still standing straight, still walking without thinking about it, still sharp in conversations, still present. That contrast stayed in my mind because it didn't feel random. So I started paying attention, not to what people said, but to what they did every single day. And what I noticed was almost disappointing. There was no big secret, no magic routine, no extreme diet, no complicated plan. Just small choices, repeated daily. Things so simple most people overlook them. And I'll be honest with you, the first change I made didn't feel important at all. It didn't feel like something that could affect how long I live or how well I live. But it did. It changed more than I expected. And it started with something most people do without thinking, when they eat. For years, I treated evenings like a reward. Dinner late, something extra after, maybe a little snack while sitting in front of the TV. It felt harmless, comforting even, but my body was telling a different story. I just wasn't listening yet. And when I finally did, that's when everything began to shift. I didn't change everything at once. That's the truth most people don't like.
They want a big switch, one decision, and everything fixes itself. It doesn't work that way. For me, it started small. I just stopped eating late. That was it. No big plan, no strict diet, no counting anything. I just made one quiet rule. When the sun goes down, I'm done. At first, it felt strange. You don't realize how much of your night is built around food until you take it away. You sit there and your hands almost reach for something out of habit. Not hunger, habit. That's the part people confuse. For years, I was eating at 7, then again at 9, sometimes something sweet at 10:30, just to feel a little comfort before bed. And I thought that was normal. Everybody does it. But every morning, I paid for it. I woke up tired, like my body never shut down properly. My head felt slow, like there was a layer of fog I couldn't shake off. My joints stiff, like something inside me didn't recover overnight. And I kept telling myself, this is age. It wasn't. It was my body working all night, digesting, processing, never getting a break. See, there's something most people don't realize. Your body has a built-in repair system. It fixes damaged cells, clears out waste, resets things quietly. But it only really works when you stop feeding it. When there's no food coming in, your body finally switches from processing to repairing. I didn't need to understand all the science back then. I just needed to feel the difference, and I did. Within a few weeks, something changed. My stomach felt lighter. The stiffness in my joints started easing up. Sleep got deeper. Not just longer, but real rest. And mornings felt clear again, like I was actually awake, not just moving. At 80, I felt lighter than I did at 65. That still surprises me when I say it out loud. Even my doctor noticed. Some of my numbers improved. One of my medications got reduced. But honestly, what mattered most was how steady I felt. Not chasing energy, not crashing halfway through the day, just stable. Your body can't repair itself if it's busy all night. You have to step out of the way and let it do what it's designed to do. Most people won't try this, not because it's difficult, but because it looks too simple to matter. But I've learned something the hard way. The things that look small are usually the ones that decide everything later. And once I saw that working, I made another small change, even simpler than the first. And this one changed how I felt after every single meal. I started eating greens first. Yeah, before anything else. Before the meat, before the bread, before all of it. Just a bowl of greens. Simple, nothing fancy. Didn't feel exciting, but what it did inside me, that's where things got interesting.
At first, it felt almost pointless. A bowl of greens before a real meal didn't seem like something that could change anything. But I stuck with it. Every meal, greens first. Spinach, lettuce, sometimes whatever I had. Little olive oil, nothing complicated. And slowly, I started noticing something. That heavy feeling after eating started disappearing. You know that feeling when you finish a meal and all you want to do is sit down, maybe even fall asleep. That went away. My energy didn't spike and then crash anymore. It stayed level. And that matters more than people think, because those ups and downs, they wear you out over time. What I didn't realize back then was what was happening inside. When you eat fiber first, it slows everything down. Food enters your system more gently. Sugar doesn't rush into your blood all at once.
And those sugar spikes, they're not harmless. They damage your blood vessels. They stress your organs. They speed up aging quietly over years. There's a term for it, glycation. But you don't need to remember the word. Just understand this. Too much sudden sugar over and over again, it wears your body down. When I started eating greens first in my early 70s, my afternoons changed. No more falling asleep in my chair at 2 p.m., no more dragging myself through the rest of the day. I felt steady, not overly energized, just balanced. And balance is what keeps you going long term. My blood pressure improved slowly. My reports looked better over time. But more than that, I felt in control again. Food stopped controlling how I felt. Most people skip this because it sounds too simple. But simple, done every day, changes your future in ways you don't see right away. And then came a change I didn't expect much from. But this one made me feel different from the inside. Lighter, clearer, almost like my body was waking up again. I changed how I started my mornings. I stopped eating heavy first thing after waking up. No more loading my stomach right away. I started with fruit, just fruit. And I remember thinking, this won't be enough, but I was wrong. Instead of feeling slow, I felt clean. Instead of feeling heavy, I felt light, like my body wasn't struggling anymore, like it was flowing. See, when you wake up, your body is already in the middle of a process. All night it's been repairing, clearing out waste, resetting things. And when you wake up and overload it with heavy food, you interrupt that process. Fruit doesn't interrupt it. It supports it. It hydrates you. It gives you nutrients your body can use immediately. Doesn't sit heavy in your system. And over time, I noticed changes. My digestion improved. My cravings dazed down. Even my skin looked better. But the biggest change, my mornings felt alive again. At 80, I had more energy in the morning than I did at 60. Not because I added something fancy, but because I stopped making things harder for my body. Sometimes the body doesn't need more, it just needs less interference. And then there was something deeper, something most people don't even think about until it starts causing problems. My gut. And what I learned there, that changed more than just my body. It changed my mind, too. I didn't think much about my gut for most of my life. You eat, you digest, that's it, right? That's what I used to believe. But somewhere in my late 70s, something felt off. Not serious enough to panic, but enough to notice. Bloating more than usual, gas, discomfort for no clear reason, energy dipping at strange times, and my mood not as steady as it used to be. Little things started bothering me more. I couldn't explain it, and that bothered me even more. I remember sitting with my doctor, and he said something simple. Your gut changes as you age. Didn't sound important at first, but it was, because inside your body there are trillions of bacteria. Some of them help you, some of them don't. When you're younger, there's a balance, but as you get older, that balance starts slipping. And when that balance breaks, inflammation rises. And inflammation is where most problems begin. Heart issues, joint pain, memory slipping, even your mood, even how you feel mentally. Everything ties back more than people realize. There's a connection between your gut and your brain. They're constantly talking. So when your gut feels off, your mind feels it too. I didn't think much about my gut for most of my life. You eat, you digest, that's it, right? That's what I used to believe. But somewhere in my late 70s, something felt off. Not serious enough to panic, but enough to notice. Bloating more than usual, gas, discomfort for no clear reason, energy dipping at strange times, and my mood not as steady as it used to be. Little things started bothering me more. I couldn't explain it, and that bothered me even more. I remember sitting with my doctor, and he said something simple: "Your gut changes as you age." Didn't sound important at first, but it was, because inside your body there are trillions of bacteria. Some of them help you, some of them don't. When you're younger, there's a balance, but as you get older, that balance starts slipping. And when that balance breaks, inflammation rises. And inflammation is where most problems begin. Heart issues, joint pain, memory slipping, even your mood, even how you feel mentally. Everything ties back more than people realize. There's a connection between your gut and your brain. They're constantly talking. So when your gut feels off, your mind feels it too. I didn't search for something complicated. I didn't chase trends. I just started something simple. A daily probiotic. Nothing expensive, nothing fancy, just consistent, every day. And slowly, things started settling. The bloating reduced. My digestion became regular again. That uneasy feeling faded. But what surprised me the most, my mind felt clearer. At 80, I had more energy in the morning than I did at 75. That caught me off guard, because nobody tells you that your gut affects how you think, but it does. Your gut isn't just about food. It's like the foundation. If the foundation is weak, everything above it starts to struggle. If it's strong, everything else has a chance to hold steady.
And by this point, I started understanding something clearly. It's not one big change that saves you. It's a series of small ones stacked together over time. Each one quiet, each one simple, but together they shift everything. And then came something I already knew, but never respected enough. Movement. Not exercise, not gym routines, just moving, walking every single day. And this one might be the difference between living and just existing. I didn't start walking because I felt motivated. That's the truth. Motivation comes and goes. If you depend on it, you won't last long. I started walking because I saw what happens when you stop. A friend of mine, same age, retired around 69. Good man, worked hard his whole life. One day he said, "I'm done, I've earned my rest." And he meant it. Bought a recliner, and that became his world. Morning to night, sitting. At first, nothing looked wrong, but slowly his shoulders dropped forward, his steps got smaller, his balance weakened. Within a few years, he needed help for things he used to do without thinking. He was still alive, but something inside him had already shut down. That stayed with me, so I made a rule: no 0 days. No matter how I feel, no matter the weather, no matter the mood, I walk. Some days 15 minutes, some days 30. Slow, steady, nothing impressive, but I show up every day. Because movement tells your body something important. We still need you, and your body listens. Walking keeps your blood moving, keeps your heart active, keeps your muscles from fading away. Because here's the truth. As you age, your body starts letting go of muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't challenge your balance, you fall. If you don't challenge your heart, it weakens. Movement keeps you in the game. At 95, I don't walk fast, but I walk straight, and I don't need help. That didn't happen by accident. That happened one ordinary day at a time.
You don't stop moving because you get old. You get old because you stop moving. And the last thing, the one I ignored for too long, sleep. I used to treat it like it didn't matter. Stay up late, watch TV, let my mind run, sleep whenever. 5 hours, 6 hours, I thought that was enough. It wasn't. I was just getting by. Because sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. When you sleep deeply, your brain actually cleans itself, clears out waste, resets things, protects your memory. Sleep balances your hormones, controls your blood sugar, reduces inflammation, strengthens your immune system. It affects everything. When I finally fixed my sleep, everything shifted. I kept it simple. No food after sunset, no bright screens late at night, lights dim in the evening, same bedtime every day, room cool, dark, quiet, 7 to 8 hours protected. And slowly, my mind felt sharper, my mood steadied, my body felt reliable again. But the biggest change, I woke up feeling hopeful. And that's something people don't talk about enough. Because when you don't sleep well, everything feels heavier. Problems feel bigger. Pain feels sharper. Life feels harder. Sleep resets you every night if you let it. So now, when I look back, there was no miracle, no secret formula, just small things done daily, without drama. Stopping food early, eating simply, starting light, taking care of what's inside, moving every day, sleeping deeply. Nothing flashy, but consistency. Consistency changes how your story ends. I've buried people who waited for motivation, waited for the right time, waited for someday. Someday doesn't change anything. What you do today does. Your body is aging right now, but it's also repairing right now. The question is, are you helping it or slowly working against it? At my age, I'm not chasing more years. I'm protecting the ones I have left. And if you're listening to me, you still have more control than you think. Start small. Start tonight. Because the sun is going down either way. The only question is, will your kitchen be closed